Have you ever wondered where the line between harmless fun and shocking reality blurs in a game of truth or dare? From innocent childhood gatherings to raucous adult parties, truth or dare has been a staple source of entertainment. A game that's as enigmatic as it is simple. But where does this game come from, and how can it lead to such unexpected and wild outcomes? Truth or dare, as we know it, can trace its origins back to ancient times. Yes, you heard it right. Our ancestors knew how to have some fun too. It was initially a method of dealing with disputes, a precursor to our modern judicial system. The accused would choose between revealing a truth or facing a dare, a test of physical endurance. Fascinating, isn't it? Fast forward to today, the game has evolved into a social activity that tests the limits of our courage and honesty. The rules are simple. Each player in turn is given the choice between truth, a question they must answer honestly, or dare, a challenge they must perform. The catch, refusal isn't an option. The game, while seemingly innocent, can quickly escalate into a whirlwind of unexpected revelations and crazy antics. It's a common game among young adults, often played at parties or gatherings as a way to break the ice or spice things up. The questions and dares can range from the mundane to the absurd and even the outrageous. In the heat of the moment, with the spotlight on them, players often find themselves bearing their deepest secrets or performing daring feats they wouldn't dream of otherwise. So the game of truth or dare isn't just about fun. It's about pushing boundaries and stepping out of comfort zones, often leading to wild and memorable outcomes. So you see, truth or dare isn't just a game. It's a social experiment, a journey into unknown territories of truth and dare, a test of one's character and courage. With that in mind, brace yourself as we delve into the most shocking stories from the game of truth or dare. Imagine playing a game of truth or dare and it ending with a marriage proposal. Picture this. A group of friends all gathered in a cozy living room, laughter echoing off the walls as they partake in the age-old tradition of truth or dare. Among this lively bunch, two individuals stand out, Jake and Lily. Jake, a charismatic guy with a contagious sense of humor, and Lily, a witty woman with an infectious laugh. They've known each other for years, their bond strong but strictly platonic. That is until this fateful game of truth or dare. Jake, ever the daredevil, picked dare. His friend, with a mischievous glint in his eye, dared him to propose to Lily. The room fell silent. Every eye turned to Lily, awaiting her reaction. She, too, was caught off guard, but managed to maintain her composure. With a playful smirk, Jake got down on one knee, looked into Lily's eyes, and asked her to marry him. The room held its breath. Then, in a surprising turn of events, Lily said yes. Laughter erupted as Jake and Lily shared an embrace, their faces flushed with surprise and excitement. From that day forward, their relationship blossomed into something more profound. What started as a dare turned into a beautiful love story, leading to an actual proposal, and eventually, a happily ever after. A story that started with a dare and ended in a lifelong commitment. Ever thought a simple dare could turn into an adventurous journey? Well, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the epic tale of a group of friends and their wild, unplanned adventure. It all started on a typical Saturday night. A group of 7 friends were huddled together in a dimly lit room, playing a round of truth or dare. The game was in full swing, with secrets spilled and hilarious dares accomplished. But then the game took an unexpected turn when the dare of the night was proposed. One friend, let's call him Jack, was dared to travel to a different city. Not just any city, mind you, but one that was a good 100 miles away. The friends, half joking and half serious, waited for Jack's response. With a chuckle and a nod, Jack agreed, surprising everyone, including himself. Little did they know, this dare would turn their ordinary night into an extraordinary tale. With only a backpack and a spirit full of audacity, Jack embarked on his journey. The city, a bustling hub of culture and energy, was a stark contrast to their quiet hometown. Jack explored the city, tried new foods, met interesting people, and even got lost a few times. But these hiccups didn't dampen his spirit. Instead, they added to the thrill of the adventure. Meanwhile, back home, the friends were eagerly waiting for updates. With every text and call from Jack, their excitement grew. They were living this spontaneous adventure vicariously through Jack. The dare had transformed their usual weekend into a thrilling roller coaster ride. As the sun rose, marking the end of their adventure, Jack returned home, tired but exhilarated. He had a newfound appreciation for spontaneity and the unexpected twists and turns life can bring. His friends, on the other hand, had an epic story to tell, one that would be recounted for years to come. So, there you have it, an ordinary game of truth or dare that spiraled into an unplanned, wild adventure, a dare that turned a mundane evening into an unforgettable adventure. Sometimes a game of truth or dare can reveal talents you never knew you had. What a fascinating thought, isn't it? Let's dive into the story of a young man, let's call him Jake, who stumbled upon his exceptional talent during a seemingly ordinary game of truth or dare. Picture it, a group of friends huddled together, the tension in the air palpable as the bottle spins, finally landing on Jake. The dare? To mimic the voice of a popular movie character. With a shrug, Jake gives it a shot, and to his surprise and everyone else's, he nails it. The room erupts in laughter, but also in admiration. Jake, the quiet one, the one who always blended into the background, had just stolen the show. This was the spark that ignited Jake's journey of self-discovery. He began experimenting with his voice, mimicking all sorts of characters and personalities. He found joy and purpose in it, a talent he never knew he had. And the best part, he was good at it, really good. Following this revelation, Jake decided to take a leap of faith. He pursued voice acting, transforming from a shy, introverted individual to a charismatic, engaging voice actor. He found his calling, his passion, all thanks to a daring dare in a game of truth or dare. A game of truth or dare, a hidden talent, and a new career path. And that, my friends, is how a simple game can change a life. Now, hold on to your seats as we present the wildest truth or dare stories. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane before we plunge into the new stories. Remember that unexpected marriage proposal we discussed earlier? Who would have thought a simple game could lead to a lifelong commitment, or that unplanned adventure that turned into an unforgettable night, all because of a dare? And let's not forget the unusual talent revealed during a round of truth or dare. It's incredible how this game can bring out the most unexpected aspects of our lives, but we're not done yet. Here are some more stories that will make you rethink the game of truth or dare. Picture this, a group of friends, a dare, and a spontaneous skydiving experience. Yes, you heard it right. What started as a casual get-together took a thrilling turn when someone dared a friend to go skydiving. With adrenaline pumping and hearts racing, they found themselves soaring through the sky, experiencing the rush of a lifetime. A simple dare transformed into a memory they'll cherish forever. Next, we have a truth confession that solved a decade-old mystery. A group of old friends were reminiscing their school days during a truth or dare game when one of them was asked about the infamous locker prank that had remained unsolved for years. With a sheepish smile, he confessed it was him. The surprise and laughter that followed made it a night to remember, a game of truth or dare turned into a detective story, solving a mystery that had puzzled them for over a decade. And lastly, we have a dare that led to a viral social media challenge. A dare to eat a spoonful of the spiciest sauce available turned into a challenge that took social media by storm. The Dari filmed the entire ordeal, and the video quickly gained traction, leading to thousands of people taking up the challenge and sharing their hilarious reactions. A game of truth or dare ended up sparking a trend that entertained countless people across the globe. These stories are just a few examples of how a seemingly innocent game can lead to unexpected, wild, and even life-changing events. It's a game that tests our limits, pushes us out of our comfort zones, and often results in unforgettable memories. It's a game that reminds us that life is unpredictable, full of surprises, and above all, should be enjoyed to the fullest. And there you have it, the wildest outcomes of the seemingly innocent game of truth or dare. Remember, it's just a game until it's not.